Okay, we're back in our Bible study series. Was the book of Jude written after 70 AD? We're on episode 10 already. So we're in Jude verse 9. Our topic today is the devil. So let's get right into the verse here. Jude verse 9. Yet Michael the archangel, in contending with the devil, when he disputed about the body of Moses, dared not bring against him a reviling accusation, but said, "The Lord rebuke you." So, what event is Jude speaking about here? There's a lot of stuff going on here. You've got Michael the Archangel, the devil, the body of Moses. So, some theories here are that Jude is using material from Deuteronomy chapter 34, or he's using material from Zechariah chapter 3, or possibly the book of First Enoch, or the Assumption of Moses, the Testament of Moses. These are apocryphal books. Or there's a theory that Jude's using a whole combination of all of these. Tough to determine, but fortunately for today, we don't have to figure that out because for the purpose of this study, we're not going to be concerned with pinpointing all these details. Because our focus in this study is only trying to determine the date of writing of the book of Jude, specifically if it was written after 70 AD. So, is there even a potential time statement in this verse? I think there is here. We can look at the status of the devil in this epistle. We're going to look at what Peter had to say about the devil and what James had to say about the devil in their epistles. So let's start with Peter here. Peter says, "Be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, walks about like a roaring lion, seeking whom he may devour." So Peter is speaking of the devil as a present danger for his audience. And James also does the same. James in James 4:7 says, "Therefore, submit to God, resist the devil, and he will flee from you." So again, Peter and James, both writing, we know prior to 70 AD, they're speaking of the devil as a present danger. But how does Jude present the devil? Jude's only mention of the devil in his epistle is here in verse 9, and he's speaking in the past tense, which means he's not mentioning the devil as a present danger to Jude's audience. Let's quickly look at that verse again. Yet Michael the archangel, in contending with the devil, when he disputed about the body of Moses, dared not bring against him a reviling accusation, but said, "The Lord rebuke you." Again, Jude's talking about a past event. I think that speaks volumes that he would not mention the devil as a present danger to them. So let's consider here. In previous episodes, we've acknowledged that there is a strong possibility that Jude wrote his epistle after AD 70. And if this is true, that means he's writing shortly after the start of the millennium having started in 70 AD. That's my theory on that. I know there's a lot of different opinions on that. I shared that on a previous episode. You can take a look at that episode again if you want. So if Jude is indeed writing after 70 AD, this would explain exactly why he doesn't describe the devil as a present danger to his audience. So note, at the start of the millennium, the devil was bound. So let's read about this in Revelation chapter 20. "Then I saw an angel coming down from heaven, having the key to the bottomless pit and a great chain in his hand. He laid hold of the dragon, that serpent of old, who is the devil and Satan, and bound him for 1,000 years. And he cast him into the bottomless pit and shut him up and set a seal on him, so that he should deceive the nations no more till the 1,000 years were finished. But after these things, he must be released for a little while." So the conclusion here, I think the evidence is clearly building up. The fact that the devil is not described as a present danger to Jude's audience is additional evidence pointing to the likelihood that he was writing after the events of 70 AD. Again, as always, I appreciate you watching. And if you have any questions, comments, or objections, please feel free to place a comment. For the next episode, we're going to look at verse 12. That's Jude speaking of clouds without water, trees without fruit. We're going to compare what Jude has to say with what James has to say in a very similar verse. So until then, contend earnestly for the faith which was once for all delivered to the saints, and God bless.